Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for June 18th, 2026. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we got this 2 and 9, so the two 2's look in here. This 2 looks up. Placing a 2 in one of these two. Vertically, not seeing anything with 2. How about the 9's? 9's vertically, we've got a 9 in one of these two. All right. I think it's, yeah, these are the only two 9's. Any crossings? So the 7 or 5. This crossing is a scanning method, not a technique. It's something I named for just kind of describe how to scan for this. So it's a really good thing to scan for. So what we're doing here is we're looking and seeing that this 2 and 9 share a row. So two givens that share a row, like these two, 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 right? We're going to be looking for it a lot. What we're looking for is because they share a row, there's going to be one column they don't occupy. We're going to look in that column for any givens or any placed digits that are not yet placed in this box. So the 5 and the 7 qualify. So we're going to keep 5 and 7 in mind. Then we're going to look at the two rows they don't occupy. And we're going to look for matching 5 or 7. So this 7 doesn't count, but this 5 does. And so what we found here is that this 5 looks in, this 5 looks up, and this 2, 9 occupy very important spots that 5 could have been, leaving only 2 places for 5, and that's going to point. And that's what we're looking for, either a hidden single or pointing, caused by something that's not necessarily all that easy to scan otherwise. So these 5's point in, this 5 looks in, and that actually places the 5 in this box. All right. Now this is a filled box row. Filled box rows are much more powerful, but a similar concept in that we just want to look at these two rows for any digits that aren't yet placed in the box. So the 2 and the 4 qualify. The 2 we already actually have marked, but the 4 looks in here. Notice that 4 can't be in any of these 3. So the 4 is in one of these two, and that's also going to point. This 4 looks in, and that fills this 4. Now we have this filled box row, so we can look at these again. We've got the 8, and we've got the 5. The 5's already marked, but the 8 looks in, putting an 8 in one of these 3. That points in here with this 8. 8 looks up. 8's in one of these two. But this is also just a triple for the row, so we're just going to mark that instead. So we know 8's in one of these two. We need a 1, which is one of these two, and we need a 3, which is one of these two. So this can only be 8. It can't be 1 or 3. And that leaves a 1-3 pair behind. 3 digits left in this box. As soon as there's 3 left anywhere, I just want to immediately look. We need a 6, 7, 9. We see the right one can't be 7. That's all I see. Oh, it can't be 6 or 7. I missed that. So that's a naked 9. That leaves a 6, 7 pair here. We can follow up on that immediately because it's not necessarily... I'm not necessarily going to see it when I scan this 6. I should, but I know myself. I often won't. And so the 6, 7 pair we want to do right away. Follow-ups are important. So these can't be 6 because of the 6, 7 pair. The 6 looks down. 6 is one of these 3. And then these can't be 7. 7 looks up in here. This isn't 7, so 7's in one of these two. All right. So those corner marks are supposed to help remind us. All right, back up to here. We got this 4. We're going to see if there's a vertical follow-up. We got this 5. The vertical follow-up might be looking at the 4 digits in this column. We need a 3, 4, 8, 9. So I'm noticing these aren't 8 and this one's not 4. So these are 3, 4, 9, and this one can't actually be 4 or 9. So this is a naked 3 now. And so now we're down to 4, 8, 9 here. This bottom one's not 4. So this is 8, 9. This is any of them. All right, this whole box is down to the 2 here, the 4 in one of these two. We also need a 1, which is one of these 3, and then one more digit, the 9, which is one of these 2. Is this really a 1-2 pair? Yeah, it can't be 4 or 9, so the 4 and 9 go down here. This is a 1-2 pair now. So following up on these, the 1-2 pair means these can't be 1, so the 1 ends up in one of these two. The 4-9 pair, we already have 4-9 here and 4-9 here. All right. This row, because of the 1-2 pair, is down to 5, 6, 7, 8. So this can't be 5 or 7. So this is 6. Oopsie. This is 6, 8 only. I think these can be any of 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. That was quite a lot. There's a vertical follow-up for the 8 or the 9. Yeah, the 2 8s look down. 8's in one of these 3. The 9, not so much. All right. There's nothing else horizontally defined here, I don't think. Maybe we should look at this row though. We have the 4-9 pair, so we need a 1, 3, 6, 7. So this can't be 7. So this is 1. Oh my gosh, wrong mode again. 1, 3, 6. This can't be 1, so it's 3, 6, 7. All right, I think that's all I got. Let's check all of the verticals here. So the 3, the 5, the 6s look down. 6 is one of these two. All right, we have the 7. These 7s look in. 7's in one of these two. And then the 8. I don't see anything with 8. All right, and then over here we have 2. Anything with 2? Not that I see. We have 4. Nope. We have 5. Also nope. And then 8 we did. 9 we looked at. All right, I think that's it for the top band. We've got this 7. In fact, how are 7s doing? Because we have these. So 7 is here and here and... Actually, 7's placed in this box. These 7s look in. This 7 looks down. So this is a 7. And so now 7's in one of these two. So we're down to 2 rectangles. This rectangle of 7 and this rectangle of 7. So, all right. That was 7. We have 1 and 6 here. So the 2 1s look back with this 1, putting a 1 in one of these two. And then the 6s look back, putting a 6 in one of these two. No crossings on this guy. How about the 1, 6, 8 here? We have the 2 and the 4 looking in here. So 2 and 4 need to be in these 3 cells. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing a third digit that would do that. We already have the 7 looking in. 1, 6, 8. I don't think are doing anything else. We do have this column, though. I just noticed that's down to 4. We need a 1, 2, 3, 4. We have all the big digits. So this is 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 4. And this is 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not even a 3. Okay, so 2, 4, 1, 4. All right. Nothing immediate from those, but they're good marks. Let's do the final band here. Oh, did I look for cross? Yeah, I did look for crossings everywhere. Okay. We've got the 1, 5, 7, and 9. So the 1... Nothing. The 5. Nothing. The 7 and the 9. Any crossings? Yes, the 4. So I was looking for a crossing on this 1, 9. We've got the 4 that hasn't been placed. 4 looks in, and then this crosses down. That places the 4 in this box. That gives us the 2. These two 2s look in. This 2 looks down. That places this 2. We have a filled box column, but really we just have 3 digits left in the box, so that does the same thing. We need a 3, 6, 8. Top one's not 3. That's all we get. Oh, but that does make a 6, 8 pair in the column. Best time to find pairs is when you mark it. So every time I mark a cell, which I'm intentionally doing every cell that I mark, I'm scanning to see if I can find pair or triple out of it. And here's a 6, 8 pair. So this can't be 6 or 8. It has to be the 3. And this can't be a 6, and now it can't be a 3, so it has to be a 1. All right, that leaves a pair behind here, which I'll take care of the rest in a second. We need a 2 and 9 here. All right, this isn't a 1. This digit here is suddenly not very many digits, because look at all these corner marks it's avoiding. So what can it be? In fact, it's just down to 3, 6, 7, and it's not a 7. It's 3, 6. I was just looking at this row here. All right. What else is going on here? We just got a bunch of digits here. So follow-ups, the 2s are done. The 3s, actually, we can place a 3 in this box right here. Does that help? I mean, I guess 3 is one of these 3. 6, 8, 9. What's this digit? Because it's not 6 or 8. This row needs a 1. Ah, it's not 1, 6, or 8. Remember the 6, 7 pair I said I forget about? These corner mark 6s helped me with it. Anyway, it's not 1, 6, or 8, so it has to be the 9. That makes that 8, so that's 6, and that 1. That's a 4, that's 3 and 1, that's 3. Over here we get the 8 to finish the box. We get the 6 up here for our 6, 8 pair that we had. 8 can still be in 2 places, but the 5 also wants to join it. All right, we can just say that this is 7. This is a 5, 8 pair. Down here we get the 3 and the 7. That's our 6. The 6 is here. That's not an 8. That's not an 8. All right. Nice flurry of digits there, just following the consequences. Singles. In this column, oh yeah, we can just see this is a stray 1 corner mark, so we can just mark that as 1. This needs to be 5 or 8, can't be 8, so that's 5, that's 8, that's 5. We might have cracked this puzzle already. This is a triple. We need a 3, 4, 8. Cleans up a little bit, but it's not resolved. I'm wondering where to look. This cell here, oh yeah, this is the 8. This is the 6, and this is whatever the other digit is. Not 6, 5, 5. That's a 6 for this box. This row needs a 9. These two digits are the 1 and 5. Okay, up here we get the 4 and the 9 and the 4. All right. These two digits, we need a 2 and a 4. This 4 tells us that's 2, that's 4. We get the 9 and the 2, the 8, 3, and 4. That's our 3. Yeah, we're just wrapping up here. These three digits are the 7. Oh, I missed something. 5, 7, 9. Interesting. I don't think it's resolved. Okay. Cleans up, but it's not resolved. This is 7 or 9. It's not a 9. Okay, so that's 7, that's 9, 5, and 7. All right, we can just play what does this box need. It needs a 2. Yeah, so 2's in one of these two. It needs a 5. 5's in one of these two. The other two digits should place. We need an 8 and a 9. So the 8 is here, placing our 5. And then the 9 is here, placing our 2. All right, so that's 1 and 5. That's 1 and 2. Solve number 111. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think maybe the crossings today were actually important. The filled box rows, the pair in this column seemed important. I forget what it was. Was it? It was something to do. Was it the 6, 8? I can't even remember. All right. Anyway, how'd you do?